Welcome, audience. It's February 14th, Valentine's Day 2022, here in the Warrior Dome, where we have the 13-13 Wheaton Academy Warriors facing off against the 13-14 Peotone High School Blue Devils. We have a great matchup here for you tonight. I'm Carl Northers, joined here by Noah Teritas. Noah, why don't you give us some keys to the game?
Yeah, well, guess what? It's senior night. The energy is up. Everybody is hyped. These seniors have worked so hard all season, and it has paid off on and off the court. These seniors consist of Cole Andrews, Sam Anderson, Adam Barman, Josh Oswald, Matt Pasiak, Zach Gatto, Isaiah Best, and Garrison So. Now, other than it being senior night, this is a big game for the Warriors, as they can either go above 500 or seek below, as they're at 13-13. And the big X factor for this game tonight is Wade Davis. He's averaging a good 8.4 points per game, as well as a very efficient 63% shooting from the field, as well as averaging 2 assists and 2 rebounds a game. If he can play well this game, it's good for the Warriors.
Thank you, Noah, and thank you for joining us tonight. It's senior night 2022 against your Wheaton Academy Warriors versus the Peotone High School Blue Devils. After a short commercial break, we'll be back to give you our starting lineups.
Academics at Wheaton Academy is student-centered. Our faculty and staff look to get your students hands-on, engaging with problems and ideas as they take ownership for their learning.
The Wheaton Academy classroom is defined by leadership from the living curriculum teacher. Our students are under the guidance of teachers who care deeply about their discipline, who care deeply about students, and most importantly, love Jesus Christ.
I've loved all my classes. I've loved how the teachers are so into teaching and just excited to teach me.
You know, I've stayed at Wheaton Academy because I feel a sense of calling to be here. I feel a sense of ministry.
I want to make sure that they know who they are in Christ and the gifts that God has given them.
Before Wheaton Academy, I had gone to public school my entire life, and I had transferred to Wheaton Academy junior year. And so far, it's been a lot different. I feel like it's impacted me a lot. I'm a lot more motivated here because it seems like the teachers and the people, they're way more excited to help you, and it seems like everybody actually cares about you here.
From the classroom to the stage to the playing field, we want a student's spiritual experience to be one that nurtures them towards spiritual maturity, that centers their lives around the gospel of Jesus Christ and moves them into a deeper relationship with Him.
Students have the opportunity both in the classroom and outside of it to learn the techniques needed to explore their passions.
The primary purpose of our coaches at Wheaton Academy is to teach our student what it means to glorify God through athletics.
Definitely as a person and an athlete, I've grown exponentially. I used to be really shy, not outgoing, but the school has really brought out that wanting to be with people and wanting to grow in my faith, especially here because I get to share that with other people.
I was kind of scared coming here first because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know the sports coaches. I didn't know any of the teachers. But within the first 2 days of school, I had a bunch of friends. I knew people in every class I went to. The teachers knew my names. People I didn't know would come up to me in the hallway and say hi to me. It'll just feel like home.
One of the terms you'll hear a lot at Wheaton Academy is the term kingdom community. And it is the concept of really pressing into what Jesus meant when He said, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done." We want the truth of heaven to be true of us here in the way we treat one another, in the way that we talk to one another, when we see each other with dignity, as everyone being created in the image of God.
One of the first things I noticed was the community here, and that really stunned me. The teachers and the students, everyone was so welcoming and inviting, and that was really different from what I was used to.
My first impression of Wheaton Academy was just how God-focused it was. I just felt so ready to learn more about God and grow in my faith.
All our activities here are designed to let our students know who they are in Christ. And I'm so excited to be a part of this mission.
Through classes, relationships with teachers, and an opportunity to perform and use their gifts, we hope that students will be able to become more of who they are, that they'll be able to discover exactly who God has made them to be, and to be able to go on from Wheaton Academy and change the world by using their gifts.
We are so thankful that you have decided to explore Wheaton Academy, and we look forward to a partnership with you for your son or daughter's education in the year ahead.
Hello and welcome to this matchup we have today on Senior Night 2022 Valentine's Day here at Wheaton Academy. And here are your starting lineups. A fully senior lineup: Matthew Pasiak, Sam Anderson, Adam Barman, Cole Andrews, and Josh Oswald. So it's pretty much the normal lineup with the addition of Matthew Pasiak for Wade Davis. And for we have Brett Dieter here with us also today commentating. And the tip will go to the Warriors. And Noah, introduce our Peotone starting lineups.
Yeah, our Peotone starting lineups, and also, hello, I'm Noah Turius, are Will Graffio, Miles Heflin, Carson McGrath, Nico Valone, and Brock Kriska.
Yep, and we have a huge matchup here on Senior Night. Matthew Pasiak, the pass will go out of bounds. And Brett, what do you think there are some keys to this game today?
I think the key is how all these different lineups are going to do for the Warriors tonight. With all these different seniors they're mixing in, like first off, Matthew Pasiak. Let's see how he can play and impact this game for the Warriors.
Yeah, and some of these seniors have played together in previous years. So we'll see how they can do today. It's been a little while since it's been them in the forefront.
Yeah, and as we talked about before, going into playoffs soon, this Wheaton Academy team sits at 13-13, so it's really good for this team if they can go above 500 and sit at 14-13 rather than 13-14. So this Wheaton Academy team will need to execute today.
As that'll be number 13, Miles Heflin for 3. As Sam Anderson will bring it up. And we'll have a new senior in the starting lineups every quarter. I believe the next quarter we'll have Isaiah Besson as Pasiak swings it. The Warriors will swing it around. Looks like a 2-3 zone from Peotone. That's Cole Andrews. Knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, and three-point shooting for this team, as usual, is going to be big in this game. Coach Smith talked to me, and he said that this three-point shooting and execution on the three-point shooting is going to be big in this game.
Yep. So we'll see how they do here. This Peotone lineup is slightly taller than the Warriors, so rebounds will be big in this game, as we talked about with Coach Smith earlier.
Oh, yeah, got to box out.
Yep. So we'll see how they can do tonight as number 22, Carson McGrath. Pasiak on the fast break, drives in, and that'll go. Matthew Pasiak getting started here early for the Warriors. Yeah, he gels well with these starting lineups. They've played together, some of them since 8th grade, so we'll see how they do.
Matthew's usually a passer, but it's good to see him get into the hoop early.
Yeah, it is. And the Maroon Platoon going to be cheering on the seniors tonight, as we'll see a lot more action from the seniors than we normally get to. And an honorary member of the lineup here tonight, the manager, Garrison So. So we'll see how he can do tonight. I'm sure the other Warrior players will want to get him a bucket here. So we'll see. And I believe that was a foul on number 13, Miles Heflin. As Sam Anderson will have the ball on top. He'll swing it to Cole Andrews. Back to Sam. Over to Josh. He'll fake him. 3. No good. A little right on that one. Board by Brock Kriska. As number 10, Will Graffio will bring it up. He'll swing it over to Heflin. Heflin driving, gets past 2, gets the offensive rebound, and that'll be a foul, a shooting foul, so he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah. And this Wheaton Academy team is off 3 tough losses, so we'll see if they can bounce back, use this home court advantage to their advantage, really come out and make a statement that they are ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, and that foul is on Josh Oswald. His first, as Heflin is at the line here. He hits the first. Heflin, a junior for Peotone. And we have also a big matchup in our next game against our rivals, St. Francis.
That's going to be a good one.
Yep, a classic rivalry. You love to see it. As Sam Anderson on the drive, he'll jump up, and they'll call a travel. Sam was thinking that he got a jump ball there, and the ref thinks otherwise.
Wheaton Academy going to move into a full court pressure here.
Yep, and we'll see how they can do with this. Peotone has big guys with long arms, so.
Yeah, and this Wheaton Academy team likes to mix up their defenses a lot, so we'll see what they keep going with in this quarter.
Yeah, and it keeps the defensive guessing, the offense guessing.
Looks like they switched to a zone right here.
Yep. They'll look to trap in the corners in this zone as Wade Davis will check into the game early. Wade Davis, as Noah talked about, is our X factor here for tonight, even though he's not a senior. A junior who will play good defense, a great playmaker, shifty, plays good defense. So we'll see what his impact can be tonight.
Yeah, not only is he averaging 8 points a game, but he's doing it on 63% shooting, which is very good for a high school player.
Yeah, an efficient player, and only a junior, so we'll see more of him next year.
Usually you see those field goal numbers from a big man too, and he's a smaller guard, so that's really impressive to see him putting up that good of shooting numbers.
As Will Graffio will hit the first at the line.
Wade Davis has just checked in.
For Matthew Pasiak. We'll see how Will he can do in the second. And he'll hit both. 7-5 Peotone with about 4:30 to go. As Sam will kick it to Wade, back to Adam. Adam will look short corner to Andrews, cross court to Sam Anderson. They'll swing it around. This 2-3 zone from Peotone is keeping the Warriors in motion. But these zones, they always have a gap in it. So we'll see if the Warriors can find that gap in this zone. As Wade will kick it to Andrews. Andrews will shoot over him. No good, a little short there. Rebound Graffio. As Graffio will bring it up here for the Blue Devils. Yep.
All right, this Wheaton Academy team is struggling a bit from three so far. We'll see if they can switch it up. As we've talked about many times, three-point shooting is a big part of this Wheaton Academy team.
Yeah, and they shoot high 30% from the three-point line, so we'll see how they do tonight. And Cole Andrews thought it was Wheaton Academy basketball, but it'll stay Peotone. And we'll see a lot of hustle here from these seniors tonight. They're known for the hustle. Josh Oswald, Adam Barman, Cole Andrews, they all play hard, so we'll see more of that tonight as we saw all season. And those guys are going to be big downstate. As Graffio will kick it over to Heflin. Oswald, as I talked about, hustling off ball, getting deflections, but that will stay Peotone basketball.
Yeah, and this Wheaton Academy team puts a big emphasis on perimeter defense, trying to make these teams create bad shots for themselves, leading to Wheaton Academy offense. As we've talked about many times before, defense always leads for offense to this team.
Yep. So we'll see that here as Wade Davis will pick up Graffio a little behind half. So playing high here. Look at the Warriors.
Some good
switch
pressure
back to man. Some rotation there. And as I said, the traps come in big. But with these traps, you got to be careful not to foul, as it'll be Peotone basketball and the baseline.
Yeah, so far Wheaton Academy's been putting a lot of pressure on Peotone, but just some fouls earlier giving Peotone most of their points right now.
As Will Graffeo will hit the floater over the Warriors. Wade Davis will bring it up. Back to Wade. Over to Oswald. Oswald back to Wade, to Sam. Back to Wade Davis. He'll pull up, and he hits it. As I talked about, that lethal pull-up from Wade Davis.
Absolutely deadly.
Yeah, and he shreds the defense with
Foul
that
though.
one. As they're back in, they're pressed. Cole Andrews gets the tip. Wade to Adam. Adam will kick it inside to Sam. And Sam, no good, just barely missed. Rebound by number 25, Nico Vallone, as they'll call a jump ball there.
Good hustle by the Warriors right there.
Yep. Nico Vallone was trying to keep possession on it, but the Warriors were reaching in, which caused a jump ball. Warriors still in this press. Number 22, McGrath has it. He'll kick it down to number 35, Luke Gessman.
The big thing about these press defenses, can't let the gap open. If you let the gap open, everything breaks loose.
And it's easy buckets on the other end. As the Warriors will bring it up. Davis. Yeah. And it's been tough to find it inside. They're blocking the middle, not allowing Cole Andrews to get the ball there, which is key to breaking down these zones.
That's
As
no
they'll
problem,
hoist the three. Sam Anderson, 4-3.
Beautiful shot right there by
That'll
Sam.
be his first points of the game.
Both teams will
So-
regroup with the timeout.
Yep. So we'll see what they can do on this timeout here. So back to the regular starting lineups here for Wheaton Academy. Wasn't too long they had Pasiak in the game, and this is a close game.
Yeah, pretty even matchup so far. No team has really jumped ahead. They both stayed pretty close to each other, so we'll see how this first quarter ends.
Similar records too, so this could play out to be a close one.
Yep.
Yeah, and as you talked about, the Warriors mixing up defenses here, but the Peotone, they're long, so they're able to break the press, and they're able to break the press in that last bucket there by Luke Guesswin. But we'll see how the Warriors respond here. Coach Tun definitely cooking up something in the huddle, and we'll see that replay here. Cross court to Sam Anderson. He'll knock it down.
A few steps away from that three-point line. Sam Anderson has no problem with the range on these threes.
Yep, but the Warriors should try to, if they stay in this 2-3 zone, to look inside to the middle, because the middle is the heart of these zones, and that's how you get easy buckets.
You tell them.
Yep. So the Warriors back in the press here.
Kind of backing off it though.
Yeah, not playing as aggressive to not allow that back door. As number 22, Carson McGrath has it. He'll kick it over to Heflin. Heflin will shoot it. Air ball from Miles Heflin.
Good
Wheaton
look
Academy
there.
basketball.
Good look for Peotone right there, but couldn't convert it.
Yep. And we'll see if how long the Warriors will continue to use this kind of half-court press there that they've been using. And Wade will look inside for the pull-up, but he'll kick it out to Anderson. Anderson over to Barman. Back to Wade. Wade will look over to Andrews. Andrews will shoot it. Bang!
That ability
Cole
of Wade to get to
Andrews.
the middle and get open looks and create for others is so overlooked. He's very good at that.
Yeah, and if you can't pass in the middle, dribble in the middle and kick outside, and they get an easy bucket there.
There
As
we go.
Oswald with the defensive play. Sam Anderson will get it, and they'll call a foul.
Beautiful save by Josh there.
Yep, that hustle that we talked about. That foul on number 10 will Graffio.
This Wheaton Academy team puts a lot of emphasis on deflection, just getting their hands in the passing lane, creating defensive looks.
Yep. And we'll see how these other seniors can do, picking up that hustle that Oswald and Barman bring. As Wade with another pull-up. Can't get that one to go.
I think the key to beating this zone right now is screening the top guy. Is every time they've been screening him, that you're easily getting to the middle for a kick out or a pull-up jumper.
Yeah, screens and zones work surprisingly well as Graffio turns it over. Oswald on the break. He slows it down, kicks to Andrews. Andrews the fake, splits the defense. Will kick outside to Andrews. Good pass to Barman. No good off Barman. Wade tried to get the tip in.
Some great ball
Short
movement
there.
early on, unfortunately could not lead to a make.
Yeah, and the ball will always move faster than defender, especially in these zones where there's a lot of rotations. Heflin with it, and the foul will be called on Oswald, and Oswald doesn't think so. As Noah Richcreek is going to check into the game for the Warriors, for Josh Oswald, as Peotone will have 6 seconds here to get a play here to maybe take the lead against the Warriors. Graffio with it. Heel drive in, Euro step. No good on the layup though. Tough shot as the Warriors lead 13-11 at the end of the first quarter. So senior night, very festive here, especially with the Valentine's Day edition. In our
next broadcast, Wheaton Academy versus St. Francis, which happens to be tomorrow. This is our last game of the season, and it is ending with an absolute banger. Wheaton Academy versus St. Francis, Wheaton Academy's biggest rival, and also St. Francis' biggest rival. It is always a good time when these two teams play. And unfortunately, Wheaton Academy has had an 0-2 record against this team this season, as they played early on in the Thanksgiving tournament, and then another game at St. Francis. So we will see if we can use this home court to our advantage tomorrow. And yeah, join us for the ride. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Again, a new day. The Warriors have been playing better and better, so we'll see how they do on that as we'll get close here. And it's Isaiah Best is going to check into the game here for the Wheaton Academy Warriors. Yep. It's we'll see how they do here. Isaiah Best doesn't get too many minutes. A big center, and we'll see how he can do tonight. As you see as you see the Maroon Platoon pinked out for Valentine's Day. A lot of energy from them tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Going loud for their seniors as Wade Davis will kick it over to Rich Creek. Rich Creek, it seems that the Peotone has switched to man. They were yelling at Best to shoot it. He'll decide not to. Rich Creek kicks it over to Wade. Wade will screen for Sam. Sam, floater, and that's good. Sam Anderson. And that'll be a second bucket of the game.
Beautiful. Beautiful floater there by Sam Anderson as he penetrates into the lane, just lays it in there for 2 points.
Yep. And tonight, senior night for the basketball team, but in addition, senior night for the cheerleaders, as we have Mia McHugh, Lily Brummel, Allie Strait, and McCall Tolman. Big cheerleading thing. Miss Rinker leads them. And they're a huge part of the sports programs as well, as Anderson will kick it over to Barman for 3.
Three-point shooting has started to look good in the second quarter. We'll see if they can continue this on.
And Barman, a silky smooth shooter. He knocks it down when he's open, and he gets open a lot. As Graffio will have it. Noah Rich Creek tried to jump the pass there, but it'll go out of bounds. Peotone basketball. Schlenbecker will check in for Sam Anderson.
Yeah, the thing about this Wheaton Academy team is it has so much depth. The abilities for these bench players to come in and just mold the starters is not to be overlooked. Overall, amazing depth from this team. Every single player on this team can come in, give you some buckets, do something different.
Yeah, and depth is big. It's the thing you see on a lot of state-run teams. They have a lot of depth, and even when their star players maybe go down with an injury, they're able to respond because of their depth. And as you see, a little Adam Barman cut out right there. He's a great player.
Maroon
for
Platoon,
the
never
Warriors.
dull.
Yep. As you'll see our upcoming schedule here, or our recent schedule, we've got some tough games here against some conference rivals. Our most recent game, a loss to IC Catholic Prep. And we only have a few games left. We, of course, have today's game against Peotone. Our next game tomorrow, a home game against St. Francis. And then a later game at Lake Forest.
Yeah, and these last 3 games will be a big indicator of what our seeding is for regionals and if we can even make regionals. So we will see how these last 3 games will result.
And we'll most likely be in regionals, but we'll see what we can do with the matchups that we're given. But we'll take it one game at a time. And I'm sure the coaches will agree that we're worried about the here and now and getting these wins now. So we'll see how they do as Schlembecker checks in. This lineup, a rare lineup for the Warriors. Don't normally run it, so we'll see how they can do as Peotone will inbound to Graffio. Schlembecker playing him high, not making it easy for him. Yep. He'll kick it over to number 25, Nico Valone. He'll kick it back over to Luke Guesswin. Schlembecker tried to jump the passing lane. He couldn't get it.
Good help.
They'll kick it back over to McGrath. McGrath tries to drive in. Blocked by, I believe, Bess, as Schlembecker will bring it up to Barman. Over to Bess. Bess will kick it back to Barman. And now they're running man, so the Warriors be able to run some different sets. Davis will kick it over at the top to Barman. Back over to Schlembecker. Bess backing him down. Runs into traffic, though, as they'll call it Peotone basketball. And we'll get a
little replay of this block. There we go. Bess and Adam, little duo down there, making their presence known.
Warriors trying to get Isaiah Best, the senior, a bucket on the back screen there. Just couldn't get him open on the back screen.
As McGrath can't get that there to go. Rebound, Graffio. He kicks it back to McGrath. He'll shoot another one, and he gets it.
Offensive rebounds are going to be big in this game. You see, that could have been Warriors' possession instead of these 3 points. This team needs to box out, make sure we get those rebounds.
As McGrath hits that one from deep. Barman back to Wade, and Wade will try to answer back. No good there. Rebound, Guesswin. Guesswin over to Graffio. Schlembecker playing him full. So they're not going to make it easy for him.
Yeah, Derek is very quick on his feet. You will not get many looks past him.
Yep. As Graffio drives in on Isaiah. And they'll call a travel on Graffio as some more players, some seniors, check in for the Warriors. Sam Anderson, Josh Oswald, Cole Andrews will check in for Isaiah Best, Wade Davis, and Adam Barman. So we got some 2 juniors and 3 seniors here for this lineup. As we haven't seen too many subs here from Peotone, keeping the substitution reign tight. As Rich Creek will shoot the 3, no good from Rich Creek. Rebound, Guesswin. Schlembecker tried to reach in. They'll call a foul on that. You got to be careful with them reach-ins, with those reach-ins, when they have the ball in the triple threat, because the refs will call that almost every time. As junior Sam Dykema is going to check in for Derek Schlembecker. Sam Dykema, another senior here, mostly known for his golfing abilities, but he checks in here tonight for the Warriors. As Graffio will have it at the top. He'll kick it over to McGrath. Rich Creek jumped it, couldn't get it. Back to Graffio. Kriska will screen. He kicks it over to Guesswin. Guesswin knocks it down. And that shot, hard to block there. Shoots it high, he has a high release point.
And when Sam Dykema checks in the game, he's a three-point specialist. He's probably the best three-point shooter on the team, so he's not looking to drive most of the time, mainly looking to shoot the 3, and when he does, it usually goes in.
Yeah, and I'd have to disagree with you on that point. I think that they're some more consistent shooters than Sam, but when he gets hot, he knocks it down. As Cole Andrews hits another 3-ball. 3 threes for Cole Andrews.
Cole Andrews and Sam Anderson.
Yeah.
I would say 2 best shooters.
And maybe Cole Andrews, yeah. That's his 3rd 3 tonight. As Graffio drives in, they're saying a travel. Ref thinks otherwise, as it'll be Warriors basketball. As number 3, Jeffrey Hilmer will check in for Noah Rich Creek. And we'll see what the Warriors can do here. A little under half to go here in the 2nd quarter. As I believe there was a sub for Peotone. I believe McGrath checked in the game. As Sam Anderson will get the screen, kick to Sam Dykema. Sam for 3! And maybe Brett was right there. Who knows, a lot of good 3-point shooters on this Warriors team. McGrath will bring it up over to Nico Vallone. He kicks it back inside to McGrath. Nope, Miles Heflin.
Really good off-ball screening there by Peotone.
As Dykema will get the screen, he'll kick it over to Hilmer. Hilmer will on-ball screen for Anderson. Anderson drives into traffic. They're going to call a blocking foul on Kriska.
Peotone not happy about that call.
Nope. Those blocking / charge fouls are always controversial. Your team will always think that you have the right call, but it's always up to the refs to decide.
Yeah, it looks like these refs are calling a lot of fouls tonight, so we will see how these teams use that to their advantage to get to the line or not.
As Anderson, a senior, will go to the line for his first free throws of the game. Can't hit the first. Anderson, he's not unfamiliar with Warriors basketball program. A 4-year player, and they'll miss his contributions to the Warriors team. As he is able to hit the second, McGrath will bring it up for Peotone.
Sam aggressive on that perimeter defense. Like to see it.
Yep. Golf not a very aggressive sport, but Sam gets very aggressive on the basketball court. As Heflin can't get that one to go.
Amazing
Rebound,
paint defense
Andrews.
from this Warriors team early on.
Yep. He'll kick it to Sam. Around the top to Andrews. Andrews, baseline pass to Sam Dykema. He'll get it off the side of the backboard. And
that's 2 for Sam so far.
And Sam is hyped. He is ready. You can see it in his eyes.
And Brett trying to prove me wrong here. Sam Dykema 2 threes as Guesswin.
This Peotone team will not be packed away. Always coming back with those buckets.
The quick retaliation as they'll kick it over to Hilmer. Hilmer will screen for Dykema. Dykema over to Andrews. Back to Oswald. Oswald to Sam. No good on that one. That would have been 3 threes here in 1/4 of play for Sam. He can't get that one to go, though, as Oswald will go to the line.
Little heat check.
Yep. And when this Warriors team gets hot, they're going to shoot those threes as soon as they get it. They have the green light to shoot those threes, as Oswald will go to the line for his first free throws. Oswald, another 4-year senior, a starter for the last 2 years here for the varsity program. Again, no stranger to the Wheaton Academy program. Plays great defense, hustles hard, and I'm sure the Warriors coaching staff will be looking for a junior or even a sophomore to replace what Oswald brings to the team in that hustle and that drive on the defensive end.
Yeah, and a lot of these seniors, when they were juniors and even sophomores, played a lot at the varsity level, so they are very used to the spotlight.
Yep, as it'll be, I believe, a 10-point lead by the Warriors, from the Warriors, as Peotone will have it. Oswald picks his pocket. Oswald on the fast break. He'll kick it to Anderson.
Well, senior connection.
Anderson gets that one to go.
Beautiful pass right there.
Yep. And the scoreboard was mistaken.
Back in the full court pressure.
It is now 32-20. Wheaton Academy.
This Wheaton Academy team has really stepped out in the second quarter, making a difference.
Yep. As Graffio will have it. And stick with us during halftime. We have a special cheerleading routine from your Wheaton Academy cheerleaders, as Graffio will be fouled on the 3 by Josh Oswald.
Wheaton Academy putting a lot of pressure on Peotone, which is working well, but right there, not so well.
And that's Oswald's 3rd, so maybe a sub from Wheaton Academy. Doesn't look like they're going to take him out. And I lied, they will. They're going to sub Wade in for Oswald.
Some great minutes from Oswald. Deflection, steals. He's all over the court. He's like lightning out there.
As Graffio hits the 1st. We'll see how he can do on the 2nd, though. He gets that one to go. And not to put any pressure on the Warriors boys team, but the girls team was able to get an emphatic dub on senior night, so we'll see if the boys team can follow that same pattern here, leading here late in the 2nd, as he'll kick it inside to Jeffrey. He tried to hit it off of Kriska, but Kriska was able to stay in bounds as Miles Heflin has it. He'll kick it over to Graffio. Little under 30 to go here in the second quarter of play. Heflin, he has it. He'll kick it over to Guesswin.
The perimeter defense does not want to give up.
Yep. They're making it tough for Peotone to get any easy shots. Every shot a tough shot, as it seems that Peotone will wait to take the last shot. Graffio sizing up. He'll kick it over to Heflin. Heflin drives in, tough pull-up, air ball. As that'll take us into the half as the Warriors lead 32-22. I believe that the scoreboard for us is incorrect. It's 32-22 here on senior night for the Warriors. Stay with us for the cheerleaders performance. And we'll return after for the second half of play here at the Warrior Dome for Wheaton Academy versus Peotone High School. So
please give a warm welcome to the Wheaton Academy cheer team. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wheaton Academy cheer team. To recognize and honor our seniors and their families. This is a special evening for these athletes and their families, and they've given significant time and effort to their teammates, coaches, and their programs. Without their contributions, these programs would not be where they are today. Seniors, we thank you for all that you have done. First, we recognize the basketball team members, seniors. First, number 2, Zachary Gatto. He's escorted by his parents, Chris and Lauren, and stepfather, Mike Adams. He's a 4-year member of the basketball program and plans on attending the University of Alabama next year. Zachary Gatto. Number 4, Matthew Pasiak. His parents, Pat and Josie. He's a 4-year member of the basketball program and currently is undecided where he will be attending school next year. Number 4, Matthew Pasiak. Number 5, Sam Anderson. He's escorted by his parents, Mark and Jill. Sam is a 4-year member of the basketball program. He likes to play basketball next year in college. He will hope for Wheaton College. He's also considered a Baylor. Number 5, Sam Anderson. Number 11, Joe Bracey. Parents, David and Deborah. Joe's a 3-year player in the basketball program. He is still undecided, but he was either deciding on going to Wheaton College to play football or attending Indiana or Illinois University. Number 11, Joe Bracey. Number 12, Adam Barman. And his parents, Matt and Nancy. Adam is a 4-year member of the basketball program. He's undecided in college, but is considering Michigan, Purdue, Wisconsin, or Colorado. Number 12, Adam Barman. Number 13, Cole Andrews. And his parents, Stuart and Michelle. Cole's a 4-year member of the basketball program. He is undecided, but is considering playing basketball at Kenyon or Knox College or attending Marquette or Indiana. Number 13, Cole Andrews. Number 15, Isaiah Bess, with his parents Miles and Iris. Isaiah is a 4-year player in the basketball program, and next year he's planning on attending Grand Canyon University and majoring in business marketing. Number 15, Isaiah Bess. Number 22, Josh Oswald, and his parents Jeff and Gina. Josh is a 4-year member of the basketball program. He's either going to attend University of Wisconsin or Marquette and will be studying biology. Number 22, Josh Oswald. And finally, Garrison Joe, and his father Michael. Garrison is a 3-year member of the basketball program. He's considered California Baptist, John Brown, Point Loma, or Westmont. Again, Garrison Joe. Next, we will recognize our 4 senior cheerleaders. First, Lily Brummel is being escorted with her parents Jeff and Rebecca. She has cheered all 4 years. Lily is undecided, but majoring in plant science. Her favorite memory is spending time and getting ready with the team before games. Lily Brummel. Next, we have Mia McHugh and her parents, Maria and Chris. She's been a cheer player for all 4 years. Next year, Mia will be attending Alva Nazarene University, studying marketing management with a double minor in Spanish and communications, and continuing her athletic career on Olivet's cheerleading squad. Mia's favorite memory from cheer is all the team dinners we had before football and basketball games. Mia McHugh. Next, we have Allie Strike, and she's accompanied by her parents Julie and Ed. She has cheered for 3 years and will be attending Baylor University with a major in fashion merchandising and a minor in clothes sales. She will be on the cheer team at Baylor and will be on the club equestrian team. Allie's favorite memory is all the football games and team bonding. Allie, strike. And finally, McCall Tolman, and she's being escorted by her parents, Eric and Christy. She has cheered all 4 years and is majoring in music production. McCall's favorite memory from cheer is creating mixes for halftime routines and seeing it all come together when we dance for halftimes. McCall Tolman. Seniors, again, we thank you. Let's give it up one more time for our senior athletes and their families.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wheaton Academy basketball. I'm Noah Threes, joined by Carlton Arthurs and Brett Dieter. Let's see what we have in store for the second half.
Yep, big second half here. It's going to be big for the Warriors here as Joe Bracey checking in the game here with the normal starters in replacement of Wade. Joe Bracey, a 3-year member of the Warriors program, basketball program, but mostly known for his football skills. As we'll see what the Warriors do as Peotone is back in the 2-3 zone, trying to force the Warriors to make bad passes here. As that's a great pass from Joe Bracey to Sam Anderson.
Right into it.
4-3.
Joe Bracey with the beautiful penetration in the zone, and kicked it out for the open 3.
Yep, and one of the large downsides of 2-3 zones, if you're playing against a hot 3-point shooting team, they can run you out the building with threes, and that's what the Warriors have been doing so far. We'll see how they can do on defense themselves as number 25, Nico Vallone, has it stolen by Cole Andrews. They wanted him to dunk.
Oh, yeah.
He'll settle for a layup. 2 points is 2 points, and that's 11 for Cole Andrews.
Warriors looking to pull away and get to over 500 here.
And out of Cole's 11 points, 9 of them are from threes.
Love to see it.
As number 10, Will Graffio, tried to drive in. They'll call a foul on Joe Bracey.
We got a replay of that steal from Cole.
number-
Love those deflections.
Yep.
For an easy bucket on the offensive
Easy
side.
bucket. They were screaming for him to dunk it. As number 35, Luke Guesswin, will check in for Peotone. Guesswin, a huge player. Going to make it difficult for Cole. As Graffio will kick it over to McGrath. He'll get a screen from Kriska. McGrath, long three, can't get that one to go. He'll shoot another one, and that'll be a little long.
Another offensive rebound.
Yep.
Good hustle by Peotone right
The
here.
length, the length of Peotone is allowing them to get easy boards on the Warriors. They got to box out if they want to get a bucket, as he'll kick it in to Graffio. Bracey on Graffio. He'll kick it over to Miles Heflin. Heflin tried to get it inside. That's stolen. Joe Bracey on the fast break. He'll kick it in Oswald, and that's 2 dimes
Beautiful.
for Joe Bracey.
Beautiful pass by Joe Bracey.
Yeah, and Joe Bracey's been playing with these guys for a long time. He is no familiar. He is no stranger to this squad. And I think he gets 2 early dimes there.
Yeah, and this Wheaton Academy team making their presence known on defense early on in the second half. We love those deflections to lead to buckets on the offensive end.
Yep, and as you see on that replay, quick offense from the Warriors. Bracey, a speedy guard, gets it quick there to Josh Oswald. And so we'll see how the Warriors can take the rest of this game. Smith talked to us at a previous game about how the Warriors don't lose games when they score 60 points. And it'll be a tough go to get 60 points from here, but maybe the Warriors can do it. So we'll see what they can do here. And some more seniors that haven't checked in the game yet. You have Zach Gatto, Garrison So, and I believe that is it for the seniors that haven't got in the game yet. And we had a huge run there to give us the lead there on Wheaton Academy. Yeah, and if we can get it a little more, just some stops and some easy buckets, and I think this game will be out of reach. And as Graffio will have it.
The duo of Sam Anderson and Cole Andrews are both putting up 11 right now. 2 big presences on the senior lineup and also just on the team in general.
Yep, as Heflin will have it. Adam Barman playing high on Heflin. Heflin tries to drive. Barman not letting that happen. Graffio at the top. He'll kick it inside to Guesswin. Guesswin, and they'll call a foul there.
This ref's calling a lot of fouls, so we'll
Yeah.
see if this turns into a free throw heavy game.
A little ticky-tacky here, and if you get in the paint against ticky-tacky refs, you're going to get to the line a lot. As Guesswin go to the line to shoot 2. Guesswin, a junior. So we have, again, as we talked about, senior night here at the Warrior Dome. It's a big thing. Classic tradition here in high school basketball as a whole to honor their seniors, and they lead the team, and they paved the way to allow these juniors to step into leadership in their next season.
Yeah, and this Wheaton Academy basketball team really puts emphasis on role models. These seniors are big role models, these juniors and sophomores, this Wheaton Academy program, just so they can see the next generation of Wheaton Academy players. As these juniors, when they become seniors, they will be the next role models.
As that'll be a foul on the Warriors. McGrath has it. He'll kick it over to Kriska. Kriska back to Graffio. Graffio kick out to Guesswin. Guesswin knocks it down.
This Peotone team, once again, just not want to go away. Every time the Warriors jump out with a lead, Peotone always seems to sneak back in somehow, some way. So credit to them.
And believe it, Guesswin a junior, so he'll be back for Peotone next year, as Andrews can't get that one to go. Barman tried to get the board, but Graffio will take it. He'll kick it over to McGrath. McGrath drives in. He'll kick out to Graffio. Graffio driving back in. Sam reached in. They'll call a foul on him.
And we were looking to get this lead up to 25 to close out the game, but Peotone thought differently, and they're cutting this lead down, potential to cut it to 12, and this game's not close to over yet.
Yeah, and they're not going away, especially because they're getting inside the paint and getting to the line.
Yeah, one of the things Coach Smith talked about was just staying together. Oh, well, you'll have the ref having a little conversation with the blow-up among us.
As he'll call a foul or a violation on Among Us.
Maroon Platoon not so fond of that one, but, you know, just part of the game.
They're not liking it. As Graffio will go to the line. And maybe it was the Among Us. The Among Us that got him to miss that free throw. As Wade Davis will check in for Joe Bracey.
Little icing the free throw shooter right there.
Yep, so back to the regular starters here. for the Warriors, as Graffio will get both. I believe it was both, yes. I could be mistaken, though. It was one. Sorry, that was one free throw.
Because
by
of the
Graffio.
Among Us character distracted him.
Anderson can't get that one. Tough miss.
Good hustle there by Josh for the offensive
Forward,
rebound.
and Anderson will creep in the paint.
Ooh.
He tried to kick it out to Wade. They had different thoughts about how that one was going to go.
Yeah, and one of the things I talked about to Coach Smith is just staying together. Many times late in this third quarter stretch, teams can get very tired and fatigued. So this team just needs to stay together and keep their energy on top.
Yeah, and third quarters are huge in basketball on all levels, and they can really define how the fourth quarter is going to go. And if Peotone can exit this quarter with momentum, they could be prone to make a comeback here in the fourth. As Kriska will have it, he'll give it over to Heflin. Heflin swinging it around to McGrath. McGrath over to Guesswin. Guesswin back to McGrath. McGrath will get a screen from Guesswin. McGrath driving, kick out Guesswin. Warriors playing good defense here as Oswald will get it. And he's going to go coast to coast.
Josh Oswald everywhere in this game.
Yep. Again, leads this team in deflections. He jumps the passing lane every single chance that he gets. And he gets, again, as we said, the defense leading the offense there.
Yeah, no matter where you are in the court, Josh Oswald will probably be there, so you got to be careful with your passes.
Yep. As Maroon Platoon chanting for Zachary Gatto.
Also known as Boris.
McGrath will drive in. Can't get that tough layup to go. Oswald the board. Inside pass to Andrews. I think they wanted him to dunk that as well.
Oswald doing it all right now.
Again, he'll settle for that layup as we have a little under 2.5 left in the third.
Yeah, and this team is very disciplined on a fast break. Very rarely will you see us miss a layup on those.
Yep. And those fast breaks, they work on them a lot in practice to be controlled as Graffio tries to get it in. Oswald diving on it. Hustle from the Warriors. Slips right out of Sam Anderson as they'll kick it over to Heflin. Heflin a little long on that one. Davis, the one-handed pass to Oswald. Oswald almost ran into some cheerleaders hustling for that pass. A tough pass there from Wade as two juniors, Sam Dykema and Jeffrey Helmer, will check in for Sam Anderson and Cole Andrews. So now we have a 3 junior, 2 senior lineup here.
Yeah, and very quickly this lead jumped up to 17.
Yep. And if the Warriors can extend this lead, we may get some more time from some of the seniors we don't see a lot, i.e. Zach Gatto and Garrison So. As number 25, Nico Valone will have it. He'll kick it over to Hunter Becker. He'll try to pass it to Graffio, and that'll go out of bounds. As Rich Creek is going to check in there for Oswald. And now we have a 4 junior, 1 senior lineup here for the Warriors.
These juniors are going to be big next year.
Yep. As the Warriors have a 17-point lead here. Barman will kick it over to Rich Creek. Back to Dykema. Dykema inside pass to Barman. Kick out Davis. Long on that one. Board Heflin. Heflin crosses over. He's bringing it up. He'll kick it over to Graffio. Graffio will get a screen from Becker. They'll get it back to Becker.
Peotone struggling to get some looks here. It's defense of the Warriors.
Helmer picked his pocket there, but that'll go out of bounds.
Great pressure even without Josh on the floor.
Yep, and this lineup for Peotone, a very tall lineup, but not a lot of guards here, so we'll see how disciplined they can be. As number 25, Nico Valone has it. He's guarded by Dykema. Dykema not giving him any room.
Warriors all over him right now.
As Barman will get the steal. Adam Barman, layup right over Miles Heflin.
As we talked about before, we are now 3/4 on the way to 60, so we're making good pace here. As we talked about, if we can get 60, usually that means that is a dub for the Warriors.
Yep. We'll see how they can do here, as it looks like Peotone might keep it for the last bucket. Never mind. They're going to take a shot there as the Warriors with a chance to extend their lead to 20 points. They'll kick it over to Barman for 3. Oh,
Jeffrey with the hustle.
Hilmer tried to get the board, no good. Kriska has it, shot clock winding down. They're going to opt to not take a shot there.
And midway through this third quarter, Peotone looked like they were in it, and they were gaining back. But just as that happened, the Warriors came back, and now the lead is all the way up to 19.
And in this break we have here, we're going to highlight the cheerleaders again. The cheerleaders, they're a very dedicated part of the Warriors sports program, as they not only do basketball, but they do football games as well, as their seniors are being honored tonight, as we said.
Yeah, and those seniors, Mia McHugh, Lily Brummel, Allie Strait, and McCall Tolman. These seniors are a very big part of this team. Many of the
And they lead as well. And we're going to give you our senior basketball players once again. We have Cole Andrews, Sam Anderson, Adam Barman, Josh Oswald, Matthew Pasiak, Zach Gatto, Isaiah Best, and Garrison. So as you see, the picture there of all the seniors.
Joe Bracey with a little ice in his veins and that.
From the Wheaton Academy basketball team. Yeah, popular celebration nowadays, as you see the 4 cheerleader seniors right there.
Yeah, and here at Wheaton Academy, not only in athletics, but just in the student lives, there's a big emphasis on senior leadership.
Yep. And they even get to the juniors early to teach them about leadership as they step into the roles of seniors next year, as Gatto will check in for the first time tonight.
Fan favorite of the student section.
Along with senior Matthew Pasiak, who started off the game.
Pasiak as well. A full senior lineup here for the Warriors, and we'll see how they do.
Well, interesting matchup between Gatto and number 20.
Hunter Becker, as Heflin will have it. He'll
He's not
kick it over
mad
to
at him.
McGrath.
Hard over height.
McGrath back to Kriska. Kriska will give it over to Becker. Oswald tried to get to it there, couldn't get to it.
Good help.
Heflin has it.
Good help defense,
Over
though.
to Becker. Becker tried to get it to Guesswin, but got to go out of bounds. And you got to think, if Gatto scores here, Maroon Platoon will erupt.
Oh, yeah. And this momentum has really been with the Warriors for the past 2-3 minutes. Peotone, as I said before, stuck a little bit in the middle of the third quarter, but since then it's been all Warriors.
Yeah, and it's tough to play in these environments on senior night where you have a crowd rooting for a group of players to get a bucket here. But they can also use it to their advantage, because these seniors might throw up some errant shots. That one, a 3 from Matthew Pasiak, and you love to see him shoot the ball as he has tonight.
Usually a passer, but he's 2 for 2 shooting so far with 5 points.
Yep. Oswald. And Pasiak, a member of the sports broadcasting class.
Oswald.
She gets that one. Oswald, another steal.
Oh, beautiful.
Good pass to Anderson. Couldn't get it barely, though, as Becker the rebound.
Well, that might not have resulted in a made shot. It's still a beautiful play.
Yep, as the Warriors have a 22-point lead.
Beautiful
here.
steal
The Warriors
by Sam
is getting
Anderson.
steals left and right as Pasiak.
Oh.
A pass there to Oswald.
Silky.
Pasiak just can't resist giving the ball to his teammates and being a selfless player.
Spreading the love all around. All these seniors getting into it.
Yep. And we'll see if
Oh
the
my
Warriors.
gosh.
Oswald, another steal. Peotone is just giving freebies to the Warriors, but they're not all freebies, because the Warriors are hustling in the passing lane for some of these balls.
Yeah, Josh Oswald is continually trying to teach them to not pass in those lanes, but I guess they're not getting the message yet.
Not yet.
Along with the Warriors getting a lot of points off their defense, they're also holding Peotone to under 10 points this half.
Yep. Full timeout from Peotone, as we see.
Yeah, and once again, this next broadcast, Wheaton Academy versus St. Francis. This game is going to be a head turner. Always an amazing game, amazing atmosphere. Both Wheaton Academy and St. Francis usually bring their almost entire student sections out, and it is just a class for the ages whenever these two teams play. So join us for this next broadcast tomorrow, February 15th at 7:30 p.m. It's going to be a show.
Here in the Warrior Dome, as we get another highlight of the seniors here, the senior cheerleaders. They put in a lot of work, as the seniors have those senior sashes on them. we'll see how Coach Tun will play this fourth quarter and how many of those seniors he'll let get into the game here in the fourth. As this is the seniors' night, ultimately. So we'll see what they can do here.
Another thing I forgot to mention about the St. Francis versus Wheaton Academy game tomorrow is actually our last home game. So if you want to see another final broadcast of Wheaton Academy for boys basketball, tune in.
Yep. As Peotone will take it out of bounds, down, I believe, 24. 24 here in the fourth. As checking into the game for Peotone, we have number 32. I don't have him. McGrath over to number 32.
Number 32 played on the sophomore team, so it'll be interesting to see how he does in the varsity game.
Yep. Heflin with it. He'll kick it over to McGrath. McGrath driving. Tough shot there.
And after
he'll get it to go.
a bit of a drought, Peotone is back on the board.
And the coach for Peotone loving that one. As Pasiak has it, they'll kick it over to Gatto. Gatto to Oswald to Anderson. Back to Pasiak. Pasiak top of the key. He'll kick it back to Pasiak. Pasiak's going to shoot that one. Ooh. Bang! Matthew Pasiak. 4-3.
8 points so far for Matthews.
That's going to be a 25-point lead, I believe, for the Warriors.
Yeah, and this team is happily on its way to 60 points.
Yep. As we'll see Oswald get that one. Joe Bracia, senior, checking in for Sam Anderson. As I think we're going to see more seniors check in here late.
Matthew Pasiak with 8 points this game, but he's only had 4 all year, so he's doubled that in this game alone.
Pasiak, a pass-first player, but here we're seeing him shoot first, as they're going to call a foul on Gatto.
For Matt,
Best is going to check in for Cole Andrews.
For Matthew, it's kind of the dream game. On senior night, scoring double the amount of points you've had all year. It's got to be happy with this one.
Yep. As Guesswin will have it. He'll kick it inside to Heflin. Heflin will get that bucket as they'll cut it down to 23. 23-point deficits. Pasiak kicking inside to Oswald.
Pass.
No one's home. Oswald, an easy layup, and that'll be his 10th.
This team's passing ability in the second half is tremendously increased since the first half.
Yeah, and I'd like to see how many steals and deflection Oswald has today, because it's got to be a lot. As McGrath will have it. He'll kick it inside to number 32. Over to Heflin. Heflin take the body and take the bucket. As that'll be Oswald's 4th here. They're going to keep him in or not. As Mueller will check in for the first time here tonight for the Warriors.
This Peotone team, even down 23, refuses to give up.
Yep. They're not going to let this Warriors team have their senior night victory here easy. As Pasiak will bring it up for the Warriors. And nearly a full senior lineup here with the addition of Andrew Mueller, a junior. Best will have it behind the arc. Gatto will get it. He'll kick it over to Mueller. Mueller step back. He thought about it, won't shoot it.
Interesting lineup here. No starters in for the Warriors.
Yep. Bracy
no usual starters.
Over to Mueller. Mueller, they're going to call a travel on that one. Maybe took an extra step there. As Peotone, it'll be Peotone basketball on the sideline. As number 25, Nico Vallone checks in for Peotone. Graffio over to Vallone behind the arc. He'll try to get it inside to Becker as Ethan Haglund is checking into the game.
One of my personal best friends. Love to see him on the court.
Yep. Haglund will come in for Pasiak as the Warriors have a 22-point lead on Peotone. As I think Guesswin's going to go out here. They're going to call for a trainer here to look at guess one.
Ethan checking into the game with 3 minutes left. Only 2 points on the year, but he is a junior, so he will be back next year.
Yep.
This band of players, even though they might not be starters and some of the first players off the bench, they're a really fun band of players to watch.
Yep, and they play hard. So we'll see what they can do with the 3 minutes they have. As a transfer here, Chase is going to check in for the Warriors.
Chase Dockery transferred from Geneva in the middle of the year. See how he can contribute to this basketball team.
Yeah, and he knows some of the juniors here on this team. This will be, I believe, his debut, if I'm not mistaken. Surely his debut on the Warriors broadcast.
Checks in for senior Joe Bracey. So Pasiak and Bracey are out of this game. Could that be the last couple minutes for Joe Bracey and Matthew Pasiak?
And we'll see as Dockery has it. He kicks it to Best. That'll go off his head. He'll keep it though. Haglund over to Best. Best to Dockery. Dockery over to Gatto. Back to Best. Best over to Mueller.
Some good ball movement going around.
Dockery has it. He's going to kick it back to Mueller for a 3. Got it! Andrew Mueller for 3. As that'll extend their lead to 24 for Graffio. As they'll kick it inside. As Garrison So will check into the game. The team manager coming into the game.
It would be great to see him get a bucket here.
We'll see.
And you know this Wheaton Academy team will be trying to get him a bucket.
He's going to check into the game here. As I believe these are going to be his first minutes all year. We'll see what he does. I'm sure they're going to try to get him a bucket here today.
Ooh, Ethan with the drive. We'll kick
nice
out.
kick.
To Dockery. Mueller thought about it, not going to take it. Best, they want him to shoot it, but he won't. So can't corral it. We'll see if they can get some of these seniors some buckets here. Some of these guys, I believe it's only So and Dockery, if I'm not mistaken, don't have any buckets on the year. So we'll see if they can get him here in these final 2 minutes. Peotone not going to make it easy, as they'll kick it inside number 32 over to Kriska. Inside to Valone. Valone tries to go up.
Ooh.
They're going to call a foul.
Questionable call.
On number 20, Ethan Haglund.
His first 8th team foul.
That'll be Haglund's first, team's 8th, as Valone at the line. He can't hit the first.
Number 25, Nico Valone at the line for Peotone, shooting 2.
We'll see if he can hit the second, though.
So you see that Red Among Us character? Still making his impact on that bench over there.
As Valone hits the second, Dockery gonna bring it up here for the Warriors. And he'll kick it over to Mueller. We're definitely gonna see more of Dockery next year. He's a good guard.
Oh, this team really wants Garrison to shoot. Ooh.
He shoots it. Oh, so close from Garrison. So, and if Garrison hits one, just like Gatto, this place is gonna erupt.
Yeah,
we'll see if they can get him. If I'm these seniors, I'm hurling the first shot I can get, because this crowd is here for you. They have your backs.
Oh yeah.
Dockery with good defense on Valone, as they'll kick it over to number 30, another sophomore. Dad, good defense from So.
Number 12, another sophomore.
Dockery playing Valone hard.
Yeah, trying to get some reach in there.
Not making it easy. Inside to Valone.
Good steal from Ethan Haglund.
Haglund will get it. Hit. They want him to hit Garrison. Haglund didn't see it, though. Garrison will shoot it. Oh, good. Over to Dockery. Dockery, they're begging him to get it to the seniors. Zay with the
Isaiah.
crossover. Inside layup. Isaiah Bass.
Put the
And this
cameras.
place
Have
is
a
going
day.
crazy. And now you got to think the only thing left is for So to get one.
Like
Dockery the
hustle.
steal. They want him to hit So. So. He'll shoot it. No good. Oh. So with another chance to score.
A little burst of energy from Zay on that last play. Looking like
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook out there. I'm just have another replay.
And So can't get
Zay,
it.
we will see that again. Whew.
Yeah.
The
Nifty
cross.
crossover.
Absolutely.
Gets inside for the easy layup. And it's that late game adrenaline here with the crowd rooting for you. As
Looks like they're gonna
Peotone
dribble it
will
out.
dribble it out,
As the clock
unfortunately.
winds down, the Wheaton Academy did
So-
eventually get to their goal of 60.
Moves
Yeah.
about 500.
So was terribly close to getting one. He couldn't get one there. As our final score tonight will be 60-37. A terrific senior night as Wheaton Academy will take down Peotone by 23 points.
Yeah, and for more content, Twitter and Instagram, you can follow us at The Real WA TV. And next game, you can check in to see Wheaton Academy Warriors play the St. Francis Spartans at 7:30, February 15th. Once again, that is 7:30 for an amazing game.
Yep, and thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm Carl Arthurs.
I'm Noah Toritas.
And I'm Brett Dieter.
And we're going to be signing off for you for tonight. Have a great Valentine's Day.